What it do, what it do, what it do. I hope all is well. I hope life is good. It's your boy Caddy. We're here at the Sports Den where we talk about our opinions of sports and we do it our way and we don't care what you think about it. And I don't do it by myself. I have a friend on the line with me, Mr. Goldshot. Is you there?
I'm here.
What's going on with you, man?
Not a whole lot, man. How about yourself?
I'm doing great, doing great. Enjoying these playoffs. We just really want to just jump right into it. So this week we're gonna recap the championship weekend. So let's start with the Philly and the 49ers game. What's your take on it? What did you get from it?
Man, having a quarterback does help a team go pretty far. Um, especially being a third string at that. That's pretty impressive. Where they got themselves, but you know you lose Brock Purdy halfway through the first quarter, and the whole game changed, and you definitely saw that there.
Yeah, yeah, you really did. That it really shows that teams maybe need to play a little deeper than third string because Josh Johnson got in the game and he looked like he never played in a football game a day of his life. I mean, you could tell why he done been on half the teams in the league. You know, he just didn't perform at all. And Philly actually came out like I expected them to. They came out ready. They came out aggressive. They created plays, and they got the ring. They got the win. They was ready to play.
Yeah, and they definitely took advantage of that opportunity as well, full force. Defense stepped up, um, looked solid. Hassan Reddick, what a game he had, on top of everybody else. I think he had multiple sacks. But you
Hmm.
go back to the 49ers, who you have after Brock Purdy, you'd think they would have thought about that well in advance. Get somebody like maybe a Philip Rivers, Matt Ryan, somebody that's got experience, rather than a Josh Johnson that comes in and you know gets embarrassed. And man, that's not something you want there.
Yeah, yeah. I really didn't think. I mean, you got to think about where the mindset of the 49ers was because you was on your third quarterback right there, you know, with Brock Purdy, and you done went through your rookie. Then you know, Gangster G went out. I mean, what are you supposed to do? You should be supposed to help your team try to make it far,
Yep.
farther
And
in the playoffs.
at that point, everything relied on CMC's shoulders. That's the only player you saw doing something, running for his life, making plays, getting a touchdown. He's the only one that scored the touchdown, and that's not what you want to have to do.
No, no,
Um,
none of that.
Debo Samuel, he had -9 rushing yards, -9, and only 33 receiving. Same with Kittle. They had under 100 yards rushing and under 100 yards passing, and those are insane numbers to think about.
Exactly, exactly. I'm sitting here thinking, like Philly, I get Caduce. I mean, I congratulate the defensive coordinator for Philadelphia because he seen that they didn't have a quarterback, and he just brought the pressure. He brought the pressure, and he did exactly what I would do if I was in his position. And what else could they do?
Yeah, they could not do anything other
So
than disrupt the backfield all day, and that was good. That was good defensive football there.
yeah,
But
it's very
the
very
Eagles,
good.
as far as the offense, all their touchdowns were rushing the ball. There was no passing touchdowns. Hurts had a little over 100, and but they still look good. He looks 100%, and we'll talk about that more as we go. But
Question,
yeah, didn't have to do
question.
much. Rely on that defense. Defense wins you championships. So watch out for them Eagles.
Okay, question. Do the games still go the same way if that pass to Smith get reviewed?
Yeah, Yeah,
Okay.
I see that it'd go the same way.
Do
Um,
Philly still blow out 49ers with a healthy Brock Purdy?
nah, that's something you'll never know, but I still think so. Brock Purdy. Kudos to him. Had a great season stepping in. Looked good. You could put him in the offensive rookie um, of the year category. But I think the Eagles were just ready to go. They got a solid defense. What they have going now, both sides of the ball. Jalen Hurts, they look scary. It might have been a closer score. It could have
Hmm.
been, a couple more touchdowns, but I still think the Eagles would have still came through with the W.
Definitely looks scary. Definitely looks scary. Um, that's pretty much. The game went totally a different way that I thought it would go. And hey, kudos to Philly. Congratulations, they win the championship. Let's hop over to the other game, man. Chiefs and Bengals.
What a game that was!
That was a game. That was a game. Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow. Man, what's your
You,
thoughts?
that's gonna be some good games to watch going, years to come. I'm looking forward to that. It's always exciting.
Yeah, it is. I mean, I want to say this. First, I want to talk about Patrick Mahomes in his game with not a healthy ankle. We need to start talking about Patrick Mahomes being one like
The
in
freak.
talks of being a GOAT of just being an athlete, not just in football or compare him to like the best quarterback. You got to think about him as being a GOAT athlete. I'm talking about like MJ's, LeBron's, Derek Jeter. You know what I'm saying? Tom Brady, at least. You got to think about this. Um, Michael Jordan went to 6 championships, 15 years. Tom Brady went 7 in 23. Right?
Hmm.
Hear me out. In the young age that Patrick Mahomes is, he's on his way to his third Super Bowl in 5 years.
Yeah, he went to five straight AFC championships.
So and three Super Bowls. Well, this would be his third Super
This will
Bowl
be the third.
this
Yeah.
year in 5 years. So at 5 years as a starting quarterback, he went 3 times. I mean, that's more than 50%. And I still see him playing 15 more years. I
Yeah,
see a
stay healthy. You stay healthy.
I see a
Keep that
goat in the
offensive line.
making.
Keep that offensive line solid like they did. Tom Brady, and
And
do
you got
something.
to think about it. He performed great in that game.
Yeah.
His his receivers was hurt. He only had Travis Kelsey, really, you know,
Yep.
and he was on a bum ankle, and
And
he
you could
still threw
tell
over
as the
200
game went.
yards.
You could tell as the game went. He is hopping, his facial expressions, everything. But hey, he stayed in and delivered. You can't ask much more than that.
Yeah, with a bum ankle, no receivers. He had a tight end, and he still pulled it out. And I
Yep.
definitely and I definitely get Chris Jones player of the game, no
MVP.
doubt.
Yes,
MVP
sir.
of the game, yeah, for sure. Yeah, he showed up and showed out.
Yeah, and that's something to look forward to when you go into the Super Bowl. If he's on that hot streak, watch out.
Oh man, I mean, I'm trying to tell you. I mean, Philly got one of the best lines in the game, but if Chris Jones coming out there like uh, um a
Looking like
horse on
Bigfoot,
steroids, a
he
rhinoceros,
played
a
for the
hippo, whatever you want to say, the man out there just reincarnation of Reggie White.
yeah, he wants it.
He wants it. He wants that Vince Lombardi trophy. He really
Uh,
do.
yeah,
With that
yeah.
being said,
Bengals
with that,
line. Bengals
yeah,
line look like trash.
oh
Absolute
yeah.
garbage.
Okay, with
Burrow,
that
I think
being
he got
said, the NFL season is really coming to the end. What we got? One more game, the Super Bowl. I don't know if we could call the Pro Bowl a game anymore. It's like more of a hangout. So, you want to jump in to talk about some of these awards?
Yeah, let's start it.
Let's see. Let's see. Got a question for you. Coach of the year. Pick a coach of the year, and I'll tell you my guy.
Okay.
Um, I'm going to pick Cal Shanahan. He took the last pick of the draft in Brock Purdy and had him. They almost made the Super Bowl with a rookie, a third string quarterback. So I'm gonna give Coach of the Year to Cal Shanahan. How
Okay.
about you?
Definitely gonna pick Nick Sirianni. You know, second
Mm-hmm.
year, 14-3 regular season record. What he has done to that team. What he's done with Jalen Hurts, going out and getting AJ Brown. Getting that run game where it needs to be. I think Miles Sanders has done better under
Oh
under
man, yeah,
coaching. And then the defense as well. So yeah, Jalen Hurts, man, them two, they could be the next, the next big thing cooking. So that's my pick, coach of the year, Nick Sirianni.
okay, no problem, Coach. I can't argue with that. That's a great pick. Um, Comeback Player of the Year.
CMC.
Hmm. Okay. Okay.
You know,
Okay.
you gotta think what he's done and helped the 49ers get where they are. Since they've had him, they have been undefeated until losing in the
That,
NFC Championship. That's pretty impressive.
and that's
Uh,
facts.
he's got 11 total touchdowns. He had over 800 yards rushing in the time that he was there. Was at 12 games, and
Mm-hmm.
then 54 catches, almost had 500 yards. Looks healthy, looks great. I love how people always like to doubt him, or anybody really that gets hurt. You always have that doubt. Oh man, what's he
Definitely.
be like? And it's like, well, there you go. Christian McCaffrey, comeback player of the year.
Christian McCaffrey. Okay. That's a nice person to put on the ballot. Um, I'm gonna say right with me here, Geno Smith.
How did I know you were going to say that?
Huh?
How did I know you were going to say that?
I know Geno Smith. I mean, the reason why I picked Geno Smith is because no one gave the guy a chance. You know what I'm saying? He was a starting quarterback once before in New York. You know
Yeah.
that. Um, Everybody counted him out, and he got in, and he took Seattle straight to the playoffs. If that's not a comeback, I don't know what it is.
And it's not like the last year. It's like the last close to 10 years. That's like a comeback of the century. Like, hey, I've been put on the back burner for so long. Here I am, this is what I got. It's really cool. Great opportunity. I do like that pick. And
And then that's one thing I took. I felt like he took advantage of his opportunity to carry a team and
didn't he
to
didn't he have didn't he have the best percentage?
what the
He was
pass
right.
percentage.
Yeah, passing percentage. I
Yes,
believe he
yes,
was number one.
definitely.
That's
If
incredible.
he, yes, yeah. That I mean, that's one of the reasons. Some of his numbers is just amazing for someone to come. I mean, look who he came from. He behind Wilson, so he may have been learning, but he had a better season than the starting quarterback for his team last year.
That is
Russell
true.
Wilson. I mean, he had a better season than that guy.
Yeah, very impressive. I do like that pick.
Okay, move on. Got another one for you. I think we may agree here. I hope we agree. Let's go defensive rookie of the year.
Oh, that's easy.
Go ahead.
If you ain't picking Sauce, then I don't know what you're thinking.
Hey, I got Sauce Gardner all the way. It's nothing close. And you want to know a good reason why?
Why
I
is that?
picked Sauce Gardner. I picked him because he wore a cheese head after he beat Green Bay in Lambeau Field.
Yeah, that is a great memory of, especially going into Green Bay and beating them the way they did. I don't know if he had an interception in that game or not, but I know he had a couple on the year. 75 tackles and I believe 20 pass
Just
deflections.
yep,
So
deflections. Yep.
that's
Oh man.
he's top notch.
Yeah.
Already top
Right
three.
now, top three, top two, maybe number one, easily. I don't know what it is, but the Jets always end up with a nice corner. Think about it. They always have a nice corner.
Yeah, Revis,
Yeah.
Revis Island.
Yeah, we was at one of the greatest of all time. Okay. Let's let's do this. Since we did defensive rookie of the year, let's jump right into defensive player of the year. And if we don't agree to this, I don't even know why we talk to each other.
Let's
um,
hear what you
who
got.
you got? I got Nick Bosa.
Yep, absolutely.
Great, great season. The man is
18 sacks,
18. I was 18 sacks.
top
Um,
leader in the number one rated defense.
yes,
You
yes.
know,
I was just going to say is he had 18 sacks and the number one defense he led, and it was nothing to close. I mean, who I don't see any other defensive player other than
I would
Sauce
say
making any noise.
maybe Micah Parsons. You could throw him in there.
Yeah, he did, but he did a lot of talking and didn't back it up. You know.
That's true. That's very true. Shoot, throw Sauce in there.
Yeah, yeah, true. Yeah,
Throw him
yeah.
in.
He throw. Hey, trust me. He probably win this award if he be healthy. He may win this award maybe 2, 3 times.
I can see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nick Bosa all the way. Yeah, you got to give it to
Okay.
him.
Give him. Let's go to offensive rookie of the year.
Offensive. Back to them Jets. Garrett Wilson.
Okay. Yeah. See, we on the same page.
I
Gary
think
Wilson.
the
Easy.
Jets, the way the Jets drafted this year is, great. A+. You got to give it to them, especially coming out of Ohio State along with Nick Bosa. 1,100 yards, you know, 4 touchdowns. 4 touchdowns are all right. Look who he's got: Mike White, Zach Wilson, and
Mm,
Joe Flacco.
true that. Um,
Put up, put
if
up
anything,
over
he might
150
have
yards against the Vikings.
he might have Aaron Rodgers next year, or check this out. I just read something. The Jets are looking to actively pursue Lamar Odom. Not Lamar Odom. I'm sorry, Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Odom, Lamar
Yeah,
Jackson. Oh,
Lamar Jackson. Not Odom. Jackson.
that'd be
Excuse me for saying it. Yeah,
that'd be uh
that'd
that'd
be
be
a hell of
some
a
good
trade.
TV watching that.
Yeah, that'd be a hell of a team. That would be
So
a hell
who's
of
your
a team.
rookie of the year?
You say what?
Who's the offensive rookie of the year for you?
Gary Wilson. Yeah, same person.
Okay.
He'll be a top 10 receiver next year or the year after that. He'll be all over ESPN. He'll be mossing them
Yeah,
every week.
he's got the skills, man. Even going back, in college, just he flosses, and the way he catches and footwork, it's pretty crazy. Wide receiver U coming out of the wide receiver U.
Yep. Wide receiver here. That is true. Let's move it on. I got another one. Offensive player of the year. That was the rookie. Let's go offensive player of the year.
Who you got?
Justin Jefferson, Vikings.
Okay,
What
I
say
like
you?
it. Tyreek Hill.
Hmm. You have to explain that to me.
Oh, he had over
Tyreek Hill.
1,700 yards.
Yeah.
Over 1,700 yards. Over 100 receptions. He had 7 games over 100 yards. Got the Vikings to the playoffs. Just to see, what he did first year with Tua, the way he made, even who'd they bring in after Tua? Who was their QB? They took him out so
Um,
many times.
um, I got his name on the tip of my tongue. I can't even spit it out. Um,
But yeah, Tyreek Hill for me, I feel like first year with the Dolphins, the way him and Tua, their chemistry was working. That was my offensive player of the year.
okay, okay,
Explain to
okay.
Justin Jefferson.
Um, Justin Jefferson. I'm going to explain it to you. Like, um, he made it look easy, very easy. Um, uh, he was pretty much the offense for the Vikings. That's all I can say. Um, if I'm not correct, the man had what 17 touchdowns this season. It was okay. I mean, Kirk Cousins. I mean, he looks good because he played with good athletes. But Justin Jefferson is the Vikings, and I like the way he dance.
Yeah, my son's big fan. Big fan. He'd be mad at me for not picking him. But I totally
Uh,
agree
I,
too.
I'm definitely gonna let
It
him
was
know.
a toss up really for me between the two. But yeah, just Tyreek Hill that first year, just the impact, what he was able to do. I think he was
Hmm.
kind of doubted a little bit and put up the numbers. So unfortunately, they didn't get too far in the playoffs. But did they
Yeah,
miss some
that's true.
playoffs?
That
Didn't they? They
yeah,
missed the
well,
playoffs. I can't remember.
they missed the playoffs.
Yeah,
Miami
that's what I
missed it.
thought.
Yeah, yeah, Miami missed the playoffs. They really
Yeah,
did. They
it was
missed the
close.
playoffs. Now let's go for the big one. Let's go for the big one. Let's predict this big one, Mister the MVP.
Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts. Oh yeah, that's a good pick. That's a very good pick. That when you said it, it almost made me change mine. But I'm going with my man, Patrick Mahomes. I'm going
It's
with Patrick Mahomes.
like I said with the offensive player of the year. It's a toss up.
Yeah, it's
You
definitely a toss
Mahomes
up.
to
I
pick
mean,
Hurts. They're both in the Super Bowl.
yeah. Well, truth be told, everybody that's eligible to win this MVP award actually, it could be a tie, but only one person can win it. So, you know, MVP Patrick Mahomes, Jalen Hurts, it's gonna be it's gonna be good to watch. I'm actually think I'm going to sit down and watch the honors this year. How about you?
You said watch the what?
I'm going to watch the awards this year. I haven't
Oh
watched them the
yeah,
last couple.
yeah. I might try to. I might try to watch
Uh,
a little bit of it. But yeah, Jalen Hurts for me. He had 13 rushing touchdowns. That tied Cam Newton uh, in history for a season for a quarterback rushing touchdowns. Had over 3,700, 22 passing. Just looked solid. Just look what he did with Philly. I feel like he's been doubted his whole career, um, and just coming back, time after time, showing what he can do. Getting hurt, coming back, looking like 100%. Jalen Hurts is the MVP this year, and watch out in the Super Bowl.
yeah,
He keep he
he
keeps him
definitely had
protected.
an MVP season. He definitely had an MVP season. He definitely did. So, Mr. Gold Shot, it's just, it's time ticking. I really appreciate you coming on the show today, man. You got anything you want to say, some add on, or what you got? What's going on through your head? Love the
Oh,
mustache. It's great.
you know, nothing other than looking forward to watching this Super Bowl. I think it's going to be a great one. I don't know if you're doing anything as far as for another show for it, but I will be
Oh yeah, yeah. I
available.
definitely go to a show,
Talk,
man. I might even be
we'll
live
talk.
at the Super Bowl.
You say what?
I might go live at the Super Bowl. I'm not sure.
Oh, well, that just changes everything.
It doesn't matter, but I will be having a Super Bowl party. You more than welcome to come through. You know where I'm at. Um,
Well, who are
oh,
you
you
rooting
know
for
how
for the Super Bowl? Who you got?
you say what?
So who you rooting for the Super Bowl? You waiting for another show? Is that for
I,
another
I'm
time?
I'm rooting for Rihanna. I'm rooting for the halftime show. That's what I'm rooting for.
Yeah, you really can't beat the last year's though. For be honest.
Yeah, no, that it's gonna be very hard to beat the halftime show from last year. It won a award, so it's definitely gonna be hard to beat that. Before we get out of here,
De-
you know what I do? You know I always give out a great quote, right? From some great sports figure. And today I picked Mr. Vince Lombardi. And his quote said, "Perfections is not attainable, but if we chase perfection, we can catch excellence." That's words from Mr. Vince Lombardi. I really
Great
appreciate
words.
y'all coming out to the show today, stepping in with us. Thank you, Mr. Goldshot, for coming on. Like, subscribe, comment, please. Um, it's your boy Cuddy. I'm about to sign out. Y'all be cool. Get at